what's going on, guys? My name is Cody Jones, and to be honest, man, with this new Spotify album that just came out, I was not really expecting much, but at the same time, I kind of expected a little bit more, you know. But before we get into what I'm talking about, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification down below. And also be sure to follow me on Spotify with new episodes of a P Thing podcast. Hit the bell notification so you can be notified of new episodes. Also hit the bell notification down here so you can be notified when new videos drop. And honestly, man, let's just get it cracking. The album I'm going to be discussing is Minus by Ed Sheeran. And I'm going to be discussing the bonus, the deluxe version. And honestly, man, I was not really feeling it. There was only 8 songs I was digging out of 18, and I was not feeling it. And let me just get into this. Out of those 8 songs on this album, I've only liked Boat, Saltwater, Eyes Closed, End of Youth, Curtains, Borderline, Spark, and No Strings. Out of those 8 songs out of 18, I don't know. I mean, again, I wasn't really expecting very much from this album. It was, I don't know, I guess I could say that it was a bit of a letdown for me. Like, it wasn't as great as the Divided Deluxe. It wasn't as enormous as X Deluxe. And it most certainly didn't top #1 collaboration project, which is, in my opinion, the best album out of Ed Sheeran's discography. This one really had a lot of dope projects, a lot of dope features on it, and #6 collaborations is personally one of my favorites. I didn't really care all that much for Divide, but then again, it's like, at the time when I heard this song, it's like everyone was fucking bumping Shape of You and everything. Everyone was playing that shit. And when I got into it, I was feeling it. I was really digging the dude's music and everything. It was cool, you know? I was feeling it. But with this song, or with this album, Negative, or Minus, whatever it's called, I think it's just called Minus, as he calls it on Spotify, you know? I don't know, it's like, out of those 8 songs, it was a bit of a letdown of an album. It was, I don't know, I mean, it just didn't have the same, like, enjoyment to it as his other ones, and I was really feeling his other album, Equals. Yeah, I was really digging Equals. That one was another excellent album, but with Minus, or I think it's called Subtract. Yeah, I think he calls it Subtract. I don't know what the fuck he calls it. But 8 out of 18 is a bit of a disappointment for me. So, honestly, it's like, there was a few other songs that I did not care for all that much. And again, this is the deluxe version I'm discussing. And honestly, I was not feeling Vega or Sycamore. Those ones just really, I really didn't like them. I didn't care for them all that much. The Hills of Aberfeldy, that one was a bit I mean, it was alright. But it just not worth putting a like on. And as for the bonus tracks, Wildflowers, I did not care for it. I did not want it. Stoned, I was hesitant on it. I wanted it, but at the same time, I didn't. I mean, I was liking the sound, but I was hoping a little bit better for this one. You know, like it was decent. It's a decent one. I don't know. I might keep it at 9 out of 18. Because again, I somewhat liked Stone, but not by much. Toughest. This one was It was just you know, bland. I did not care for it all that much either. Moving. This one, it really fucking lost me. Like I did not even. I fucking gave the few songs like more than just one listen, but I just did not care for it. I did not care for Dusty. That one was just out of here. I didn't even like it the first few times I've heard it. I didn't even like it the first time I fucking heard it. But honestly, man, this album, it was. I personally think that Ed Sheeran dropped the ball on this album. I didn't care for it all that much. And honestly, I do hope that the next project that he drops does better than this one. Like, if I was to compare this album to another album that I consider to be a letdown, I would compare this one to Eminem's Revival. It's like both those albums were just completely, like, just not worth it. You know, I really think that this album was a bit of a letdown. I think Ed Sheeran dropped the ball on this. I didn't care for it. So, honestly, what I would rate this subtract album, minus album, negative album, whatever the fuck he's gonna call it. I would say this album is. I guess I would say that it's. Hmm, I guess I would say that this album is like a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10 at best. You know, because again, it was bland. You know, no, fuck that. I'm giving this album 4.5. I did not care for this album all that much. It was just, I didn't care for it. And again, I did give this album a try. I really did try listening to it more. I even played it twice all the way through, and I just wasn't feeling some of these songs. Now, there were two songs that I did re-listen to and actually did like the second time around, which was No Strings, Borderline, and Eyes Closed. I did give those. I did give. God bless it. I did give these songs another listen to, and I did like them the second time around. But other than that, man, I think that this album was just a bit of a flop for me. You know, it was not really all that great. And there's another album I want to discuss by Jack Harlow. I kind of want to discuss it, but at the same time, I really don't. Because with everything going on, and I haven't really gotten the chance to really listen to this album. I mean, I did listen to it, but I didn't really care for it all that much. Like, I just completely fell off with this Jack Harlow. Like, I would say that this album, Jackman, it was, for 10 songs, I think I've only liked 4 out of 10 of these songs. You know, this one was just complete ass for me, you know? Not as great as That's What They All Say. And it's somewhat decent to Come Home, the Kids Miss You. That one was a bit decent. Not really at best either. But that Jack Harlow album, again, I've only liked 4 out of 10 of those. So honestly, this Jack Harlow album, it's a 5 out of 10. It was bland. It it was just shit. I didn't like it. And as for his fucking uh to himself calling himself like better than Eminem or some shit. Honestly, Jack Harlow, you need to fucking come down a step, you know? Just fucking like I get that you're huge, you're blowing up and all that shit, but take another step back a bit, you know, before you really compare yourself to anyone greater than you, you know? It's like I got a lot of love and respect for Eminem as well as I do for Jack Harlow, you know? I will not deny the fact that Jack Harlow is dope. I'm not gonna deny him that. He's dope, he's cool, I dig his music. But I mean, you're still like new to the industry. So it's like earn your stripes before you fucking call yourself the greatest since Eminem or some shit. Like give yourself a few more years before you take that title. Because honestly, you're still somewhat new into this. Anyways, here we are now with the honorable music mentions. Starting off with Ghost by Sholey and Chris Webby. This one was cool. I was digging it. And honestly, it's nice to hear some new shit from Chris Webby again. And then we got X by Derek King. Y'all know how I feel about Derek King. The dude's a homie. Dedicated by P. Louie and Venti Mac, which also I have an interview with Young P. Louie on Spotify as well. So be sure to check that out. And then there's Cueles Fronteras by Ice Cube and Banda MS de Sergio Lizarraga. Sorry if my Spanish is atrocious. I'm not really great with Spanish. Like I guess I would say that my Spanish is like habla poquito español. You know, it's like I would say that it's tiny. You know, I don't speak much, and honestly, I hardly ever speak Spanish at all, let alone in my videos. So, so if you guys think that my Spanish is shit, then feel free to let me know. Or don't. I mean, I don't really care. I know that my Spanish is shit. Next, we got West Side by Linkin Park. This one was really dope. I was really digging this one. Not what I expected from Linkin Park, but I was really digging it. And then Day One by Tyga. It's good to hear a new song from Tyga. This dude is really dope. You know, I really I've been a fan of Tyga's music for about a few years now. I've always digged his music. And then it's A Man's World by 7th Street. And honestly, man, it's nice to hear a new song from 7th Streeter as well. But other than that, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace. Oh, also, I got a Let's Play coming out very soon. So be on the lookout for that. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.